What's up, guys? It's me again. I'm just giving a little update on my AC condenser that I fixed. I had a hole in the condenser. So basically what happened was there was a hole in the condenser. I fixed it, but it was still coming out hot. So what I did was, if you look down there, with the light shining on there, I don't know if you can see that, between the lines, that's a sensor clip. What that does is, that tells the compressor down there, see that spinning down there, if it's full or not. So what I did was, I put a paper clip in it, and what it does is, it kind of fools the condenser, it fools the compressor, and makes it think that it's full, so that it turns on. So then I filled it back up, and it turned right on. So then I connected the clip again, but this is what I replaced. This is what I fixed. I don't know if you can see that gray stuff on there? Well, that's from the condenser, and that's where the hole was. So what I did was, it's hard to see from here, showing it from the grill. I cut the whole tubing out. You can see that huge gap in there. I cut that whole tube out, and what I used was, see that side as well. There you go. What I did was, I used the Gorilla Epoxy, and I used the JB Weld. I used the Gorilla Epoxy first, and that stuff is amazing. It really works. It works excellent. And then after the epoxy dried within 5 minutes, I used a nice amount of JB Weld. This stuff, you gotta use the red and black. That stuff works the best. It sets in like 6 minutes, but it takes about 4 to 6 hours for it to actually dry. But, as you can see, I put on a nice heavy layer. And right now the air conditioning is ice cold. Ice cold. But yeah, that's the other side. You can see that a little better now. I put it all over it, and now it's working amazing. I feel nothing but freezing cold air coming out. It's amazing. So yeah, a little work, but it worked. But then yeah, after you're done putting the paper clip in there and compressor turns on, take the paper clip out, connect the clip back to the line, which is the low pressure line. It's right there with the cap off. I gotta put the cap back on. It's connected to a low pressure line. But everything worked out great, and if you ever have a problem with your air conditioning, you got a hole in it, use the Gorilla Epoxy and the JB Weld. And this stuff works amazing. Works amazing. I'm really impressed how well this worked out, because now I got ice cold air conditioning. And all I used was this $5 can of R134A Supertech refrigerant from Walmart. Stuff works good. And I got myself one of these gauges, which works good because look, this tells you exactly where your car is at. So if it's in the low, then you have no refrigerant at all. If you're on the green, then it's full. But if you still have hot air, then there's definitely something wrong with your compressor. It's not kicking on. So I would do the paper clip trick. I'm telling you, it works. And then, yeah, so that's really it. I also put a can of the 134A oil charge. I put that in first. Always put this in first before you put refrigerant in. Put this in first because most likely if you repaired anything on your AC, the lines or the condenser, most likely everything came out of it, including the oil. So you want to put the oil in first. then put in the refrigerant. But like I said, this worked out wonderful. And now my wife is happy, you know, happy wife, happy life. So that's it for today, and oh yeah, that feels amazing. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Till next time.